Hello again, and welcome to the latest bulletin from Haverhill UK News, brought to you by Haverhill TV. In the news for today, Friday, May the 31st, the town's new mayor was elected on Tuesday evening after a lively annual meeting of the town council. Rail renewal enthusiasts are still battling to get local authority representatives to turn up to their big consultation meeting. And June is to be a crackdown month on drink drivers as police promise a summer blitz on the roads. Haverhill's new town mayor, Councillor Roger Andre, took over at Tuesday night's annual meeting of Haverhill Town Council. Councillor Andre, who has served as deputy mayor in the past year, was voted in by both Labour and Tory sides of the council, as was the new deputy mayor, Councillor Maureen Byrne. Members agreed to up the mayor's allowance for the year from £2,500 to £3,000 after hearing the current level came nowhere near covering the expenses incurred. The outgoing mayor, Councillor Pat Hanlon, had earlier given his report on the past year's busy activities and said it had been an honour to serve as mayor during a year which had seen such spectacular events as the Queen's Diamond Jubilee celebrations and the Olympic Torch Relay. A video had been put together by the Arts Centre's Media Hub showing the highlights of the Town Council's year. Councillor Hanlon's report closed with a minute's silence for all British service personnel who had lost their lives during the year. The annual meeting was open to the public for comment and questions about anything relating to Haverhill, and there was some lively debate. Subjects included a plea for directions about where to complain about issues such as street lighting and road maintenance, the latest draft of St Edmundsbury Borough Council's Vision 2031 planning document, the inadequacy of Couples Road to take the current level of traffic, overgrowth around Sturmer Arches, lack of street lighting on the Clements estate, solar power for municipal housing, and the connections between the Town Council and Suffolk County Council. Two of Haverhill's three Suffolk County councillors attended, the new UKIP ones, Tony Brown and Julian Flood, and Councillor Brown assured the meeting that Haverhill was their number one priority. Town councillors asked him to take on the street lighting issue already raised at the meeting, where lights had been turned off overnight to save money. Rail renewal enthusiasts are having a battle to get representatives of local authorities to attend a big consultation meeting they've arranged in conjunction with Haverhill Town Council. The consultation on June the 11th is aimed at bringing together the local stakeholders, and members have been assured of a good turnout from local businesses who are pushing for the railway to be considered. However, the local councils have proved more difficult. A second invitation has been sent out to them after there were virtually no responses to the first one. Among those invited are Cambridgeshire County Council, Cambridgeshire City Council and South Cambridgeshire District Council, all of whom take part in the Transport Strategy Forum which last week considered the first official council document to include the railway renewal as an option and to show a line on a map for it. Also invited are Suffolk County Council and St Edmundsbury Borough Council, both of whom have failed to include any mention of the railway in any of their planning documents. Members at last night's meeting of the Cambridge to Colchester Rail Project agreed to follow up the invitations in an attempt to get the local authorities on board. Haverhill's MP Matthew Hancock has already given his support to the project and revealed at a recent business meeting that the renewal of the railway has not been excluded in strategic transport discussions at governmental and regional level. Mr Hancock will not be able to attend the meeting, members heard, because he is currently on paternity leave, but he would attend future follow-up meetings. New Haverhill UKIP councillor Tony Brown attended the meeting and encouraged members to revive a regular petition on the issue. 6 years ago, the group achieved a 12,000 signature petition handed in at Whitehall and in the House of Commons by the town's then MP Richard Spring. Councillor Brown advised them only 3,600 signatures were needed on a petition to Suffolk County Council to force a public debate on an issue by the council. He suggested they could do this on a regular basis because it would clearly be easy to achieve the number of signatures. Police are appealing for information after a bike was stolen from a garden in Haverhill. The incident occurred between 10 p.m. last Friday and 5 a.m. the following morning in Cambridge Way. The bike had been left under a protective cover in the front garden and is described as a white, specialised hard rock man's mountain bike which had been customised and is valued at £800. Anyone with information about this crime is asked to contact Haverhill Safer Neighbourhood Team on 101 or Crime Stoppers anonymously on 0800 555 111. And finally, police will be patrolling across Suffolk this June to crack down on drink driving and keep the county's roads safe. Officers from the Roads Policing Unit are leading the month-long campaign, which joins with police forces across the country and the continent for a Europe-wide crackdown. Police say after the recent poor weather, many people may be taking the opportunity to enjoy the longer evenings and meet up with friends for a drink after work and at the weekend. If the sun starts shining, it will very quickly become barbecue season, and for younger people, June sees the end of exams and studying for the summer. With all of this can come the temptation to drink and drive. They say a conviction for drinking and driving results in a driving ban, a fine or a custodial sentence, and the conviction will affect job prospects. Drivers could also injure themselves or others, or worse. Alcohol was a factor in the deaths of 5 people on Norfolk and Suffolk's roads last year. During last year's June campaign, 2,989 drivers were breath tested and 118 tested positive. In June, police say there will be nowhere for drink drivers to hide and no excuses. Officers will be on patrol with a specific task to stop any driver who causes them concern, whether it be as a result of their manner of driving or because their car has a defect. They will then carry out a breath test as appropriate. All drivers involved in collisions will also be tested. The advice is to get home safely, take a taxi or public transport after drinking, or simply do not drink at all. And that's all for today, but join us again on Tuesday and keep in touch by going to www.haverhilluk.co.uk or following us on Twitter. And don't forget my weekly Heart of the Matter video blog tomorrow. Meantime, here is the weekend weather.